Oh, this is fun!
When's Black gonna throw him out?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Addy and Roke, streaming for QuarkForge, and joining me tonight is Peeves. He's around here somewhere.
Yeah, wow.
Also joining me tonight is Pure. Say hello, Pure.
Hello, Pure.
Alright. We're back with more Hogwarts Legacy. And, yeah. Let's see. Where was I? It's kind of old news that I got one of the curses. The forbidden curses. But I'm going to say it again. I like that curse. Did get a couple new spells last time.
Did you explode someone last time?
Probably. I mean, it sounds like something I would do. Okay, how do I get to the Undercroft? Which one is that? Is it in the South Wing? You know what? I'll just follow the little marker. We'll get there the old-fashioned way, using legs.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Okay. That's really irritating me that I can't find it. Okay, Sebastian's in here somewhere.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send it out. Don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Huh.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous. Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spell book.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
So I get that he had something to do with the dark arts and all that, but if he was as bad as people seem to be making him out to be, would he really be, you know, have one of the houses of Hogwarts named after him?
Well, it's named after him because he was founded. Yeah, there were 4 founders. The 4 houses are named after the 4 founders.
Yeah.
So if the house is still there, it was after the founder. They didn't change the name.
I don't know. I think that if he was truly like an evil wizard, like master of the dark arts or whatever, they probably would have, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too sure about that. I mean, renaming's an awful recent thing. You know, over the generations, renaming only happened when conquering victors came in and like, well, I don't want it named after the king that was before me. I'm naming it after me now. But that's not what Hogwarts is. And yeah, we find it bad, but at the time, I mean, this takes place well before the current era. It was probably more common that people did this sort of stuff.
Well, I mean, okay, so let's phrase that. You find it bad. I find it intriguing.
I wonder who's that.
I'm not saying that what he did was good or bad. What I'm saying is, if people thought it was so bad, why didn't they change it?
Because it just wasn't done at the time. The name was the name. I
don't know. I'm sticking with my whole, if it was so bad, they should have changed it, and that means it wasn't so bad.
It could be a cover-up. I mean, who knows? I don't actually know if it comes up in the story.
I don't know either. Hello, I'm supposed to meet somebody in the middle of this forest.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the 2 of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have
that makes
anything
sense.
to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the 3 broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But At the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Like what we're about to do right now?
This way.
Okay, grab these mushrooms.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Hey. What's up, buddy?
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Okay, so the centaurs. They're fairly powerful in Harry Potter world.
He was certainly a charmer.
Fairly powerful.
That could have gone
anyway,
worse.
everything.
Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
So it should be fairly concerning. Oh. Okay.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
So anyway, as I was saying, so the poachers should be fairly concerned that the centaurs are just gonna haul off and murder everybody.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
The centaurs usually just try to avoid you.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Revelio. Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Haha, I'm drinking some poacher's ale. Or butterbeer. Or whatever it is they drink.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. Enough beast flesh for everyone.
Surprising how many nifflers you can find down there.
One in the village. I heard something.
You heard nothing.
Gah!
It's a very potent spell.
I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
Oh, there's another one up here. Come on, go by.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
There's only like
Only one way
6
to
of
find
them.
out.
Alright, did I miss anything back in the other camp? Ooh, I did. Take all the money I can. More money. And more money. I think that's about it. Alright. Now, what's in here?
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Revelio. Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. Revelio.
Alright, can I go through there? I'm guessing not. Is it bad that I kind of want to watch the dragon fight?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't gonna get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what I want.
Sick of Trificus Totalis. Revelio.
Alright, dude, turn around. Can I sneak up behind him? I can.
Trificus Totalis. Revelio.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
That's it. Lightfoot is the word.
Look, they've got a dragon egg.
Revelio.
Crocodile from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Why am I moving so slow?
Well, you can't move quickly when you're invisible, so I might hear you.
Yeah, but even for invisible, I was slow.
And the stomach.
There we go.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
And I am making them count by stealing everything that's not tied down.
Revelio.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
Alright, I don't think I can get up there with him.
I don't think you'll get it out of here.
Nope, I think they found me.
Cover up.
The lamb returns to the wood. Shall we finish this?
Damn you! Levioso! Stop that!
Expelliarmus!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You made a mistake. Stop right there.
Let's get this over with.
See how you like this?
Vegetables?
I won't go down as easy.
Alright, so there's a lot going on here.
Not the brightest child.
Alright, I need to switch out one of my spells. Here we go.
No one takes one of my own.
I thought you'd at least hold your own.
angle on him.
Expelliarmus, Leviosa.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
All right.
Accio.
Run.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Well, in fairness, a lot of the ones that saw us are no longer alive.
Crispy.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Alright, Pure, I'm sorry. You said something during that cutscene. I couldn't really hear you.
I think you said that most of them aren't alive anymore, and I said crispy.
No, it was before that.
I don't know if I can remember that far back.
That's okay. I seem to lack active quests at the moment. Unless I want to go look for gobstones. So while I wait for the next set to come in, I'm going to go to the room of requirement and tend to my potions.
It's time you learned the transformation.
And there they are.
After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Oh, what should I plant here? Let's do knot grass. And over here, what do I have? Lots of dittany? Okay, I'll take lots of dittany. Here's some mandrake. And shrivel fig. Ooh, I got some gear upgrades. Alright, let's take care of that real quick. That's a pretty significant upgrade. Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Good. It's good.
Let's not do that. This one's pretty good too. Increased damage of all damage spells. Okay. Okay, nothing actually better here. Alright, that's cool. Now, what do I need to do for this one? Collect field guide page in the underground harbor. Collect the field guide page from the book on intermediate transfiguration in the library. Okay. Well. Let's see if this gets me anywhere.
Are we?
I need to go this way. It's him again. Oh, this pointed me to the underground harbor. Alright. What's here?
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor.
There's a ghost here.
The Grey Lady.
And it's not
I'd say hello,
Peeves.
but she doesn't seem particularly social.
I'm okay with not Peeves.
Revelio.
There's the page. One down. But is that an eye chest? It is. Let's solve some more of my money issues.
Revelio.
Eyes have it.
The eyes do have it. And they have a lot of it.
Revelio.
Okay. Next up. Okay, what am I doing? I'm assuming this is some sort of puzzle I'll get later. Can't just jump over the railing.
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Well, yes, how did you know?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Wow, Pure, this sounds right up your alley.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
What?
I'm guessing the second one personally. That's my guess.
Well, it's close enough where the golden snitch could have been named after. You know, I'm going with
The
it.
Golden Snidget.
Correct! The
Hey, there we
snitch
go.
was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
I'm pretty sure it's Felix Felicius. Any input? I can see you lighting up, but I can't hear you. I'm gonna have to just go with it.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Oh, that's the Deathly Hallows, right? It's where you get the wand and the cloak. Yeah, again, Pure, I'm sorry, you're not coming through at all. Like, not even a whisper.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger, right?
Kind of sounds like, well, maybe, maybe not. Can you hear me now, though?
Yes, I can. So, I know it's not the snitch, that's tiny. But I don't actually know what the quaffle to bludger ratio is. I know the bludger's like the one you throw at each other. And the quaffle is the one that is supposed to go through the rings to score points. Right?
Yeah, but I think the quaffle, is, something small, something light, rather. But the bludger would be dense, so it hurts. So smaller, because it doesn't need to be as big. It's like a bowling ball.
Bowling balls are pretty big to be hurling around.
Local bowling ball, 10 pin. No, candle pin. There we go. Candle pin bowling ball.
Okay. Quaffle it is. I'll trust you on this one.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
I don't think it does it?
No, it just makes it look difficult. I don't think it
False.
changes the
Correct.
meaning.
While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I can ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Okay, so...
Revelio. Lumos.
I got a
My mother would like to
thing.
speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
It's close to the 3 things, and they're over
They'll finally
there.
be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Hey, there you are. And then it's gone.
Revelio.
Anything else in here that I should be? Ooh.
Accio.
I missed.
Okay.
Mine.
Revelio.
I don't know, it's dinging, but I don't see... Is it right here? Perfect.
Revelio.
I don't know if that's getting any louder. I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, so we'll go back this way. It's probably on the floor below.
Revelio.
That looks an awful lot like it's going to have a key.
Revelio.
So wait, I can just walk into the restricted section?
Sure.
I thought it would be a little bit more, I don't know, restricted.
It is, if someone's paying attention.
Revelio.
Need to figure out how to put out this fire.
Do you have a water spell?
I have a freezing spell.
Lumos. Places.
Hi guys, please don't cut me up.
Revelio.
Oh, no wonder they're ghosts. But in all seriousness, I do want to know what the ding over here is.
Revelio. Revelio.
Alright, I'll go to class. Okay, this one. Okay. We got the maths.
Ah, but you know how to do it now, right?
Well, you know, kinda.
Starts with 0, goes to 9, I think.
Yep, it does. So that's a 2, 11, 2, 13. I need to find the 8.
That's the spider.
Yep. Okay, spider, and then the other one, let's see, that's 9, and I don't know, crabby spider legs I think is 5, so that's 14, I need a 3, so I need the Hydra.
Revelio.
Alright, we got a scarf and a Quidditch equipment shelf. I bet you that goes in the room of requirement. Also, another one of these things. And I'm not going the right way. Come on, doors open. I gotta get to class.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I am sorely tempted to just look that up.
Revelio.
Beautiful. Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
I wonder if that owl's gonna remember being a book. Alright, dude, way to copy the other one. Couldn't you have made it a bit more different?
Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. Here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Oh, you know what? Why not?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Let's see what this does.
Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Huh. So I can turn people into barrels?
Something dawned on me about the triptych. Maybe at the Overlook, just north of the forest. I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Okay, how long do they stay transformed? Is it indefinite? No. Okay.
The Daedalian keys are back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Moll conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a
good for
poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Alright. And cue the thing about the gobstones.
Better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Okay.
Revelio.
Where is it? I heard a ding. This gobstone thing is infuriating.
No, you've been at it for 27 years.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Okay. So we're gonna go and talk to Natty's mom.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Even here?
Revelio.
I wonder if it says it if you've already got them. Because I remember getting like 2 there.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an arrow telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Machiavelliland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Huh.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Alright, and I think I can do one more here real quick. I've got to do this one. Now, where's Poppy? Oh. I gotta go to Hogsmeade. And I saw a page.
Over here.
Revelio. This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
There's quite a few quests in here to pick up.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes. If you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
Alright, that's one.
Don't forget, the butterflies always...
Hello, Sorona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ranrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Alright, anything else in here before I take off?
Revelio.
Oh yes, there is, but it's way up top.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Is this one of those eye chests? Let's where is it?
Revelio. Hello, Hamora.
Ooh, finally a lock I get to pick on my own without a quest in my way. Let's find out what's behind this little gem.
Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise.
Chest slots are full. Or inventory's full. Hang on. I can get rid of these. Ooh. A legendary hat. In the meantime, I want what's in here. Ugh. And in this chest we have collection updated short stairs, alright. And there's a demiguise here. So let's wait till nighttime.
redeem Dragonfriend and where to return her, you know what. Meet me in the town circle in
Revelio.
Alright, well, this was productive. And I did see a thing fluttering around out here.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, that could be anywhere. Okay. So I think that's where I'm going to end for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining me. We will be doing this again on Wednesday. Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like we're finally starting to make some serious progress in this game.
It's amazing how long school years can feel.
I know, right? Anyway, have a good night, everyone, and I will see all of you Wednesday.